am Rachel Kaiser. Welcome to our first issue of Simply Pampered, and we are in our Simply Pampered kitchen today, and I am with my daughter Carrington, and we are going to show you how to make the ultimate brownie. So what we have here is our Pampered Chef stoneware. This is the large bar pan. This has only been used once, so it is fairly brand new, and you want to oil these about the first 5 or 6 times that you use them. So I'm going to have Carrington take our silicone basting brush from Pampered Chef and just dip it in the peanut oil here and just paint right over this and make sure you get all of it covered. Now, while Carrington is doing that and helping to paint the bar pan, I am going to start in on the brownies. We are using a pre-packaged brownie mix. We have the oven set at 350 degrees. Just follow the directions on the box for the first part of it. So I have pre-measured out some of our ingredients here. So the first thing that I have is a 1/4 cup of water, and I have that in our Pampered Chef measuring cup. We are going to stir that up. Good job, Carrington. And we are also going to add 3/4 cup of peanut oil. Now I use peanut oil instead of vegetable oil due to the fact that it is non-hydrogenated. It is better for you. However, if you do have allergies, you don't want to use it. And I am just following the directions on the box at this point with the oil and the water measurements, as well as adding 2 eggs, which we have pre-measured out into our Pampered Chef prep bowls. These come in handy as they do have measurements already on the side of them. You can use them to get ingredients ready before you are ready to cook. So Carrington, would you like to dump the eggs in and mix the brownie mixture for us, please? Now we are mixing in the Pampered Chef large batter bowl. It is an 8-cup measuring bowl. It has the measurements on the sides here. It has a lid so you can use it for storage. It is also oven proof up to 400 degrees. So if we were doing a chocolate cake mixture, we could actually mix it in the bowl, leave it in the bowl, and bake it in the bowl. And this is actually the perfect shape for a princess skirt. So if you were to cook a cake up in here, you could take it out of the oven, plop it over, stick a Barbie in the top of it, and you have a princess cake. Are you got that all mixed up almost? While Carrington is finished mixing that, I am going to add a little bit of brown sugar. Now that is not on the directions for the boxed brownie mix, but it is something that we are going to add just to have a little bit more of a better texture with the mixture. You want to keep stirring that up for just a few more minutes. Now we are going to add a 1/4 cup of brown sugar. Again, I'm using the Pampered Chef measuring cup. This measures both solids on one side and liquids in the other. So this is what we had our water in. So we're going to put the solids side now onto a 1/4 cup. And we are going to measure out a little bit of brown sugar, and you want to make sure that you pack that down. And it's okay to make a little bit of a mess. We are Pampered Chefs, not perfect chefs, right? A little bit more. And we're going to pack that down. And then I'm going to have Carrington go ahead and put that into into the bowl and just hold it in one hand and then push with the other, push down. So the way to demonstrate this is all you have to do is push the bottom and it will push all of your liquids out. This is great for peanut butter or Crisco, stuff that's real sticky that you won't have to sit and dig out with a spoon. You can just push it down and then take a paper towel and wipe off the peanut butter or Crisco. So Carrington, can you stir the brown sugar up in there? I am taking a little bit of almonds. And this is our quick cutter from Pampered Chef. It has just this tiny little blade on there. And if you've ever taken a bag of chips or chocolate chips and pulled it open and had it spill and break all over you, this is something that you will appreciate. You just run it right across the top of the bag and it will just cuts it. It is great for coupons, for cutting out box tops for your kids' schools. It is also magnetic, so you can just hang it right on the fridge so you can always find it. Good job, Carrington. All right, so now that she's mixed in the brown sugar, we are going to take it and put it in our large bar pan. And you want to make sure you spread it out evenly. And again, if your bar pan is still fairly new, you want to make sure that you oil it the first 5 or 6 times that you use it. And then after that, it will be naturally non-stick. So I'm going to go ahead and spread this around in here. Make sure it is evenly distributed into our large bar pan. The bar pan I have sitting on our Pampered Chef cooling racks. It is the large cooling rack. It's heavy duty. It also, as you can see, has a nice height off of the counter, so you won't damage your counters with heat. These are also stackable, so you can get 2 or 3 of them and have a nice tiered cooling rack. Now Carrington's going to help me again. This is our Pampered Chef chopper. It's great for dicing up vegetables, nuts, homemade breadcrumbs. So I'm going to take the top off and we're left with this nice little cup. This is the bottom of it. You can chop right in the bottom of it, or you can place this on a cutting board and chop on the cutting board. Today we're just going to keep it right there. I'm going to pour just a little bit of nuts, almonds into the chopper. We're going to put the top right back on. And Carrington, I'm going to have her show you how easy this is to just push down and chop. Go right ahead. Over and over again, keep going. Up and down, good job. As she is chopping, the blade is actually rotating, so it does not chop the same place twice. Push all the way down, give a hard push. Good job. Thank you, Carrington. So, I think we have a nice base on our nuts. So just a little bit of a fine chop to these almonds, and then we can take, and you can see as I push down the blade, this also all comes apart for the top rack of the dishwasher. With our almonds, we're going to add a little bit of brown sugar once again. And these we are going to sprinkle on the top of our brownie mixture. So now that that is all nice and mixed, we need to take our brownie mixture. And we are just going to, let's add a little bit more brown sugar. hold this and I will let you mix this up. So I would say to go with about a 3/4 of a cup of brown sugar when mixing it with the almonds. You can also do walnuts, are a nice base for brownies. Once you get them mixed up, we are just going to sprinkle them over the top. We're not going to mix them into the batter. And I am actually going to do this just on half of the batter due to the fact that I do not care for almonds or walnuts in my brownies. I like just chocolate, maybe a little bit of caramel. Good job. Whoops. So we are going to take and just lightly sprinkle this over the top, and as you can see, it just has a very nice little base to it that's going to crust up very nicely on the top. Doesn't that look good? Just a little bit of a mess. So now this will go into the oven for about a half an hour.
Go.
Okay, our brownie mix is now all done and baked. It looks delicious, it smells delicious. To top off the ending of the recipe, we are taking mini Rolos and we are going to push them down into the brownie mix while it is still hot. So carefully, Carrington, take one, put it in there and push it down, and that's going to melt into the brownie mix, and that chocolate and that caramel are going to join in with the brownie and just make a wonderful treat. So, I'd like to thank you for joining us at Simply Pampered. Make sure to continue to stay tuned for new recipes that will be coming out. And always remember to stay healthy, stay cooking, and stay simply pampered.